It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Nick Chubb. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. We're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think, but to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial, but I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
False start, offense.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Fights through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 7 catches, 73 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You look at this Browns defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Burrow looking to pass. And he is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mixon with a first down carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Bengals 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Touchdown! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, you see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. This taken in right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to find Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. But this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the rate going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
A 64-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we... Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. A side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a throw, right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Moore, the motion man. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Following the penalty, Chubb breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. It leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
First down, Bengals.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches, really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start over. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
Now 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Cincinnati.
Now Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Throwing, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, cause for the injury, and that is, yes, Joe Mixon clearly in some discomfort following that last play.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. From the gun, a give to Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid...
And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Cleveland,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now.